Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be making a video about college because what else is new? I'm going to be talking all about scheduling today. This will be super useful though, especially coming up on a new semester. Everyone's been scheduling or probably already have scheduled, and some of you may still need to schedule. And you can use this video as well in the future for reference. So if you are new to my channel, hi, I'm Zoe, and if you are a returning subscriber, welcome back. I'm so happy to have you all here. I make content about beauty, skincare, lifestyle, and vlogs, and also college. So if that's something that you're interested in, please make sure you subscribe and hit the bell to get notified when I post. And without further ado, let's get into the video. See me looking to the side. I'm reading off my computer because I wrote some notes down to speak on. Before I get into that, I'm gonna answer a couple questions that I get frequently in my comments, as well as when like people DM me for help and stuff like that. I'm currently a senior going into my last semester at LSU. Had to put on some spirit wear or whatever. So I'm going into my last semester as a senior at LSU. I currently study sports administration, and then I'm looking to go into law school after. So I'm also very excited to document that journey for anyone who is going into law school and needs the motivation as well. That's something that we can do together. So make sure you guys stick around for that content. Happy New Year's Eve. I hope everyone had a wonderful Christmas and Happy New Year. Let's go into this new year strong, motivated, healthy, all of that. Look around and count your blessings because y'all, it has been a year and it is insane that we're about to be in 2023 and I'm about to be a college graduate. Like I can't believe I'm saying that. But anyways, now let's officially get into the video. First things first, I'm going to talk about making an appointment with your advisor. And an advisor is someone who can help you schedule classes and someone who basically steers you in the right direction so they can help you with the right combination of classes to take or a combination of classes you may not want to take. We get emails about the scheduling, and basically it breaks it down into what date and time that you're scheduled to schedule your classes. So as soon as you get a notification like that, I would go ahead and schedule an appointment with your advisor as soon as possible, because one, those appointment times really do fill up. I know sometimes for me, like with my advisor, I would go on to schedule an appointment thinking that I had done it early enough in advance, but all of the appointments were like booked up. Like I've seen my advisor booked up for beyond a semester. So make sure you guys book those appointments as soon as possible. You want to make sure that you have enough time before you schedule your classes to meet with your advisor, because you want to get their like advice or whatever, but it's not the end of the world if you have an appointment with your advisor after scheduling, because they can help basically fix your schedule. Just be aware of the time, because of course they will give you time to finalize all of your classes, and dates and drop dates, or add dates and drop dates aren't usually until the next semester, so you don't really have to worry, but you do have to, like pay your tuition and everything beforehand. So yeah, make sure you get those classes taken care of. Next thing is try to schedule your courses consecutively. So how it works for us, I'm pretty sure like this is a universal thing for schools, universities, I'm not sure, but at LSU, on Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays, you have, I think they're hour-long classes, and then Tuesdays and Thursdays, those are hour-and-a-half-long classes. And so for me, I always try to schedule most of my classes on Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays, and I even got lucky to where I scheduled and didn't have any classes on Fridays at all. But unfortunately, this is not the case for me in my last semester. So yeah, but I would usually try and schedule 3 classes on Monday, Wednesday, and Fridays, and then 2 on Tuesday and Thursdays. And it's okay to schedule a little break in between, especially if you know you're someone that likes to nap, or you need time to eat, or work out or whatever, or take that time to do homework. In addition to the days for classes, you also have your credit hours, as I'm pretty sure you are aware. There's like a minimum of credit hours you have to have in a semester, and then full-time for us is considered 15 hours, and then you can go to 18 hours, but that's 6 classes, which I have done. I do not recommend 18 hours for anyone, because, and I did that last semester, so during the fall basically, I had 6 classes. I was on the e-board for one of the organizations that I'm in. I had other organization meetings that I was in, lots of events and everything going on. So it was insane. It was crazy. And yeah, so definitely be careful if you don't have to take 18 hours or more. I know some majors require you to like take X amount of hours, but if you don't have to, please just stick with the 15 hours. I promise you, it's much more manageable. I'm not saying it can't be done, but it is definitely hard to try and fit everything into that, as well as extracurriculars. So make sure you guys are being smart with your schedule. And then my third tip that I'm going to talk about is don't schedule a bunch of hard classes simultaneously. If you can kind of spread those classes out and have not necessarily an easy schedule, because none of it is really super easy, but there are some classes that are easy, obviously. But if you have to take like chemistry and physics at the same time, I wouldn't recommend that. Like, that's just me, and I don't have to take hard sciences like that, but try and like break up your hard classes if at all possible. Some people who do all of their hard classes in the beginning, that way they get all the hard classes over with. And if you are someone that can handle that, then definitely go for it and try and have an easier schedule in your like later years. Make an outline of the classes that you need before you schedule. So what I like to do is I go into the classes that I need, that I have remaining basically, and I go into what we call a schedule booklet, and I look at the class and the day and time that it's offered, as well as the section number, because you are going to need that later. So what I include is the code. Basically, if it's kinesiology, the code for it is KIN. So my internship course that I took was KIN 2999. And so basically you would take that and the section number, I think it was like 1 or 2, and then you would put it into your schedule request and schedule that class. So add that code and the number, and then the time, the section, the professor, and the building that it is located in. That way you have all of that information that you can always go back to, because you will need that information in the future. Next thing that I will say about scheduling is, once you schedule your courses and you know who your professors are and you know the day and the times, don't automatically go order your textbooks unless you're told to do so, like for that specific class, because sometimes there is a different book or a different edition. There's a different edition that a professor may want you to order. Sometimes you can find the book cheaper if you go online. A website that I really love using for my textbooks is VitalSource, and I will put it in the link below. But it's a great way to keep up with all of your course textbooks in one spot, and it has like a little library, so you can go in and look at classes for a kinesiology class or a history class, and you have access to all of it. And you can go in and highlight and take notes in there, all types of good stuff. So I highly recommend VitalSource. You may not necessarily get a book that is cheaper. Sometimes I have looked up and gotten a book that was cheaper than what my professor had it on, like a different website, and it's the same version or same edition, same like everything. And sometimes you may not be able to get a book from a different place because the professor may have it in something like the McGraw-Hill Connect, where it has your textbook and all of your assignments on there. So in that instance, you won't be able to order the book on a different website. All of that, and just make sure you're paying attention to where you need to get your books from, and they will give you plenty of time to order your books and make sure you have it. And then the last thing that I'm going to say about scheduling, don't look at websites like Rate My Professor and different things like that, because a lot of people don't have your learning style, and they're not going to like the same people you like. So if you are in groups or organizations, ask other people, or ask around, ask other people if they've taken this class with this professor, or what professor do they recommend, like what's the course work like, what are the assignments like, what are the exams like. Definitely have someone that you can reach out to. There will be someone you know who's in the same major as you. And then being in different organizations and stuff like that has really helped me, because there are people who have taken your general electives one. Everybody's taken like a lot of the same ones. So I'm pretty sure you can find someone who are taking those. But like I said, being in those different organizations has helped me find other sport admin people. Yeah, definitely just use your resources. There is definitely a way to get information from other people who are willing to help. So yeah.